today we're going to do some Mother's Day scones. So I've got some scones here. I'm going to pop them in the oven, and I've also got a pizza because I'm going to tell you how to do both. So I'm going to put these in the oven a minute, which it should be on 180 or gas mark 5. Then I'll tell you what we're going to do. In we go. Crash bang wallop, Mrs Bun. And another one. Oh. Okay, so they're in. So let's start. So my list, because I thought it'd be easier for you to see. So Mother's Day scones, because Mother's Day tomorrow. Let's celebrate Mother's Day. Now you can make them gluten-free, you can make them vegan as well, and I'll tell you how as we go through. So 250 grams of self-raising flour. Now I know it's quite hard to get some things in the supermarket at the moment, so if you've got plain flour, just add 2 teaspoons of baking powder. That would be perfectly fine. 40 grams of butter. If you can't find the butter, use margarine. Absolutely fine too. 1 egg and 50 to 75 mils of milk. Any kind of milk that you like. If you cannot get an egg, because don't know about you, they're just flying off the shelves. So you can use 50 mils of milk, because 1 egg equals 50 mils of milk. So you can replace it all with milk if you want to. 100 grams of dried fruit, or so cherries, sultanas, raisins, apricots, anything, or you could even use some nuts. If you don't want fruit in them because you don't like it, don't use it. And then 3 tablespoons of caster sugar. So for vegan, all this milk, you won't use the egg, we'll just use all milk. Use some oat milk, almond milk, cashew milk. My favourite's coconut milk and oat milk, but whichever you like. And again, with flour, if you want to make it gluten-free, just use a gluten-free flour. Yeah? So that is your ingredients for Mother's Day scones. Okay, so we'll put that down there. Alright, so, and then I've said the oven, yeah, needs to go 180 or gas mark 5. 5 6. Yeah, okay, so that's the temperatures. Okay, so what we're going to do then, I'm going to show you how to make these scones. So we're going to need our flour, so the 250 grams of flour. Then we get our butter, all right, and what we've got to do is break it up, little pieces, and then magic fingers, yeah, these fingers are very magic, we're going to rub it now. So we pick it up and we rub it through like this. Now try and keep your palm nice and clean and just use those fingertips like it's snowing back into the bowl. Yeah, so keep going, keep picking up lots of flour with the butter. Yeah, someone just slammed a door in my house. Maybe it's the wind. And keep rub, yeah, till it's all gonna disappear. So we're hoping that Mum would like these for Mother's Day, wouldn't we? Now obviously, a bit of jam and cream wouldn't go amiss, but you know, if you can't get them at the moment, just a bit of jam would be nice, or even butter. Really nice, just have to butter on your scones. And keep rubbing through. Yeah, so again, look, see? Only got my palms nice and clean. My fingers are the only bits that I'm using. Yeah, and really get, so don't do a big squeeze like this because it'll all start sticking together. And we don't want that. We want like breadcrumbs. So it's a bit like, feels a bit like sundaes, very soft. Yeah, it's like making breadcrumbs. So it's all just going to disappear, yeah, into our bowl like this. There we go. So I think I've done my magic. Let's see, yeah. So like that, yeah. Can't see anything like that, yeah. Or did I find one then? Just a little bit. Right, there we go. And just rub your hands together. And if you want to get kitchen. Oh, do clap yourself. Well done, brilliant job. Okay, so the next thing we need is, I said, 3 of sugars. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3. In we go. All right. So I've got my sugar. Sweeten them up a bit. There we go. That's all in there. Then we've got my pile of dried fruit. I love dried fruit. Alright, this is I found some I had left over from Christmas actually. Mixed dried fruit. So this has got sultanas in it. I've also got cherries in it. I do like a bit of cherries. bit of mixed peel, a few raisins, yeah. So I've got a mix of mixed fruit today. So I'm just going to rub that through because sometimes dried fruit sticks together a little bit, doesn't it? So if we just squeeze it a little bit, there we go, then hopefully it wouldn't stick together. There we go. Now, so that's all my dry ingredients, all right? So then we need to do the wet. So the wet is our bit of milk, and I'll get my egg. Yeah, forgot my egg. And my egg, all right? So we need to crack the egg. I'm gonna crack it into my dried fruit one, all right? So I've got my egg. Here we go. So tap, tap, tap on the side. Get those thumbs in. 1, 2, and give a pull. Hey, plop. I don't have any shell. Well done, Mrs Bun. No shell. Let's put that to the side then. Gonna get my fork and give it a whisk up. And then, right, so I've got here the 75 mils of milk. So I'm just going to pour in most of it. I'm just going to leave that little bit because I don't want to make it too wet and mix it round. There we go. I'll mix in a bit nice and stuff. Okay. So then we'll come back. Going to make a hole. Yeah, so this will pour in easily so it doesn't like all skim onto the top. If you make a hole, it'll all pour in. It's going to be easier to mix. So pour all that in. All right, put that in and then get my spoon and we're just going to mix all of this round now. Now, it's a delicate stage between going like, oh, I don't think I've got enough milk to making it too wet. So you see, I don't want it too wet. I just want, oh, there we go, oh, enough to get it together. So I'm going to just add, Mrs Bun has made it a little bit red. Just a little bit, right, there we go. That's better. And squash it together like that. There we go. Okay, well, I've got these raisins stuck to me. That's fine. Here we go. So I've got a nice scone mix. Yeah, like that. Fantastic. So let's put that to the side. Yeah. All right. So I've got my scone mix. I'm just going to rub. You rub your hands together, and you should get rid of those sticky bits on there. Okay. So now you know I made a pizza. So the only difference is the pizza, you wouldn't add the sugar and you wouldn't add the fruit. You would just do the rubbing in of the flour, of the butter into the flour. Wrong way around, Miss Bun. Of the butter into the flour. Then you would add the egg and the milk, mix it all together. So then you've just got a dough. And then what you can do is roll it out, put the tomato puree on, the cheese on, whatever toppings you want, and then you've got your pizza. So a quick, easy pizza too. But we're going to do these scones for Mum, aren't we? So we've got our dough now. I'm going to put a bit of flour on the top. All right, bit of flour on the bottom to stop it sticking so much. There we go. Okay. And then with a scone, we like to rip them apart, don't we? So we don't want them like too thin because it'd be like biscuits. We want them quite thick. So what I always say, good measurement is an adult's thumb, yeah, at the side. So just press it out all along like that, so you've got no humps and bumps, and that way hopefully you get it even, because if you get this rolling pin you're likely to roll it really thin, which is what you want for the pizza. That's absolutely fine because you want a nice thin pizza, but with the scones we want to split them in half. So using that you can go, whoa, I've done it and it's just gone really, really thin. So we're just going to pat that down. Okay, I'm just going to go have a look at my scone. Ooh, looking nice. Just gonna, I started off a bit high, there we go. Right, so, oh, stuck. Now, when you cut them out, let me see which cutters are. I've got a big cutter, I have got, if I go over here, I've got my medium cutter, and I've got a very small cutter. So you can choose whichever one you want to. I'm gonna go medium today, and I always think the best thing is, don't cut straight in the middle, because if you cut straight in the middle, you're not going to get as many out as you want. So I always think 12 o'clock, right at the top. We're going right to the top, press right down. Oh, sometimes you hear it go in a scone as you cut it. And there you go. first scone. Now if some fruit comes out, don't worry, you can just peel it out and then go on round the clock to the next one. So next one, yeah, take that one out, number 2, then round to the next one, poof. Number 3, next one, poof. Number 4, poof. Do you know what as well? I try not to give it a wiggle, because when I was younger and sometimes watch Gary Rhodes, loved Gary Rhodes, he always said don't twist it because that stops it puffing up. So I always just try to go straight in and lift it out. Don't know if it's just something he said or it is actually, but I always find that they do puff up nicely. So try not to give it a little wiggle, just like go poof, up. There we go, right. So I've got loads of dough left. Put those dried fruit bits that fell out in, flatten it down again to your thumb. Do you know what, the sun's coming in now, it's lovely. And then we go again, 12 o'clock, right at the top, poof, here it goes, poof, poof. All the air, isn't it? One, and then I'll get one. If I just flatten it a little bit, I'll get another one there. Oh, do you know what I did there? Give it a wiggle. Oh, I have to see. Oh gosh, that one got lots of fruit in it, hasn't it? That'd be mine. I love fruit in my scones. Right, and then this one, another one. Poof. Pull it out, and then we always said when I used to make them at school with the kids, when I was teaching. I always said the last one, that's your last one. You don't have to cut that one, that's your tester. So when they come out, you can eat that before you go home. I used to like that idea. So that was just theirs, yeah? So that's fantastic. So there is my scones. Now, you can always, if you want to, I can find mine. Oh, there it is. There we go. You can always do this, brush them if you want, pour that in there, brush them with a tot of milk on the top if you want to, give them a little bit of a shine, bit of a gloss, and then you can sprinkle with a little bit of sugar, and that just gives them really nice presentation, that does. Now let's see, I'm putting my cutters here, and I've got to put these in the oven for 15 minutes. So we've been running for nearly 13 minutes. So I think my scones will be done. So I'm going to go under and have a look and see if I can get them out. So nearly done, but the pizza's done. Look at that. So you can do the pizza's done. Fantastic. So we can do, remember the pizza, just get rid of the sugar and the raisins, rub in the butter to the flour, add the milk and egg, Bob's your uncle, and you've got that. So that's the pizza. Fantastic. Let me, while we're waiting, let me give you these again. Yeah, so there's your ingredients for your Mother's Day scones tomorrow. Yeah, if I hold it there, you can pause on me. Ooh, pause on me, yeah, pause on me, fantastic. And then you can write all those ones down, yeah, brilliant. Okay, my next thing I was going to show you, but mine are just still, they're nearly done, but this is, if you add a little bit too much liquid, they'll go more rock cake. So I made some with a bit too much liquid to show you. So they go very, very flat and rock cake. They are still very, very tasty, but you don't have that bit where you can like cut it open into 2 pieces because it's quite thin, isn't it? So, you know, that's like a bit of a flat scone, isn't it really? We don't really want that. We want the thick scone. So let's have a look. Let's go under again, Mrs Bun. Okay, let's have a look. That can be the difference between and there you go, see? So this time, let's put that down there. So you see this one has risen up a lot more, yeah, and is much better than one that's like that. So you've got to keep your liquid to not too much, yeah, so you do get the nice puff on it. And then with a true scone, hopefully you should just be able to break it open rather than cut it open like that. That's steam coming off. And then you can put lashings of butter on it, lashings of cream or jam, whatever you want to. But do you know what? They're just really tasty. Bit hot. Straight out the oven. So, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a lovely Mother's Day tomorrow. Bye bye.